Welcome to the Meet Damien channel, guys. I am Damien, and congratulations to the cryptocurrency investors that are out there today. A bit of good news came out today. This is a tweet here. This was the bit of news. The bit of good news that came out today was that Donald Trump announced what kind of cryptocurrencies are going to go into the crypto strategic reserve for the United States, and the rest of the internet caught wind of that, and they sent cryptocurrency prices high. Let's just get into this tweet right here. Okay, I believe he put this on Truth Social, but people started tweeting this on Twitter, and then all throughout today, earlier this morning. I think this happened at like 10 a.m. Um, the cryptocurrency markets just went into a frenzy. But this is Donald J. Trump. Okay, the United States President Donald Trump said that a U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the Presidential Working Group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve that includes Ripple, Solana, and Cardano. I'll make sure the U.S. in the crypto capital is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. And some people were like freaking out, worried like, "Oh my God, he didn't say anything about Bitcoin and Ethereum. How could that happen?" All right, and then Donald added on to that about an hour later. He said that, and obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum, as other valuable cryptocurrencies, will be at the heart of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum, so he had to add that because people paid attention to that, and they were like, "Oh my God, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not going to be in the crypto reserve, but Ripple, XRP, Solana, and Cardano are going to be in it." So yeah, he made that correction to help people out, and that sent the markets into a frenzy here, guys. We're gonna look at CoinMarketCap real quick here. We'll take a look at the cryptocurrencies that are doing well today. Let me just get into this here. So this is CoinMarketCap. Great website to get an idea of like what's going on in cryptocurrency world. And you can see right here that Bitcoin's at $94,000, up 9% today. Ethereum's at $2,500, up 12% today. Ripple, which is one of the cryptocurrencies that are getting added into the crypto strategic reserve, that's up 31% today. Solana at $174, up 21.9% today. And then Cardano, look at this. Cardano at $1.04, up 55% today. Cardano investors are extremely happy right now. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of money to be making in one day. Okay, and the rest of the cryptocurrency market, if I just see which ones are doing the best in the last 24 hours, at least in the top 100 cryptocurrencies, you have obviously Cardano. We already mentioned that one. Ripple, we mentioned that one. Trump coins up 25% today. IOTA up 24%. Dog with Hat up 22%. Solana up 21%. Movement up 18.9%. Radium up 18.4%. A lot of double-digit gainers. Fetch AI up 16%. Render up 15%. Ondo up almost 15%. A lot of double-digit gainers. And if you guys want to know what other cryptocurrencies could benefit from the crypto strategic reserve, I will look into coinmarketcap.com here, okay? And then I would go into categories here. And on the categories, you'll have the Made in America category. You click on that, and it should tell you like the cryptocurrencies that are most likely to go into the crypto strategic reserve. Donald Trump only mentioned 5, but he said other cryptocurrencies as well. He didn't mention what those other cryptocurrencies are, but he gave us the top 5, being Ripple, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Okay, but these other cryptocurrencies are made in America, and Donald Trump loves anything that's made in America. So a lot of these other cryptocurrencies are possible candidates for being added into the crypto strategic reserve. I would start paying attention and maybe look into buying some of these coins here before the United States government actually starts buying these cryptocurrencies and putting it into the crypto strategic reserve or the sovereign wealth fund that they just recently created. Okay, you got Dogecoin as a possible candidate. You got HBAR, Hedera, possible candidate. Chainlink is a possible candidate. Stellar, possible candidate. Sui is a possible candidate. Avalanche, AVAX could also be added in there. Litecoin, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, Uniswap, Near Protocol, Aptos. Okay, these are all cryptocurrencies that are made in America that Donald Trump is gonna love. Love that fact, and the Trump administration is probably going to add that into the crypto strategic reserve. They could just add a little bit, not a lot. They're probably going to focus on buying a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum, since those cryptocurrencies can absorb a lot of liquidity into the market. But these other cryptocurrencies are probably going to benefit and get added in if whoever's controlling the reserve actually sees an opportunity to add to the United States sovereign wealth fund and the strategic reserve. I would start looking at cryptocurrencies that have not gone up recently. So just take this last 24 hours, right? These are the ones that did good in the last 24 hours, and just flip it to the ones that haven't been doing well, okay? And this can give you an idea as like what cryptocurrencies you can scoop up right now that could be added into the U.S. strategic reserve that are actually down today. You got Tara, okay? That's down 8% today. Might be worth looking at. Maker down almost 6%. Coma down 5%. Zbeck Network down 3.6%. Okay. Litecoin not really benefiting from this news here. That one might actually be a steal of a deal, a sleeper candidate here, because Litecoin has been around for a while, was made in the United States, could be added to the U.S. strategic reserve, and could be one of the first ones, even though it wasn't mentioned specifically by Donald Trump in his tweet. That one is probably a likely candidate, and it didn't really get that much pump for today, and it's not really up for the week either. That one might be the sleeper, guys. You might want to try to buy up some Litecoin on this news here, okay? Then there's like Shadow Token and HBAR. HBAR only went up like a little bit under 3% today. HBAR has been getting a lot of talk about being added to the strategic reserve, and a lot of institutions and banks have been interested in it as a real world asset. So I would take a look at some of these cryptocurrencies that are in the made in America category and see which ones haven't been doing so well the last 24 hours and even the last week. See which ones are actually down for the week. I mean, Coma, I think that's a meme coin, but that one could possibly get added. And then, I mean, Melania coin could possibly get added. I mean, it is Donald Trump's wife. That coin could possibly get added into the strategic reserve of the sovereign wealth fund. I'm not sure, but that would be a long shot, okay? Because there could be a lot of conflict of interest there. But then also Shadow Token, Zbeck Network, Telecoin, okay? Injective, Relio. I mean, these are coins that have been down, and they're still down for the week. And they're also considered made in America coins that could be sleepers. They could be they could be possible candidates that could be added. You might benefit if they do get added into the strategic reserve and the sovereign wealth fund here. So I know a lot of the coins, like Story here and Supra, Cardano, they've already made their runs. I actually would not really dive into Cardano just yet. I mean, if you don't have a position in Cardano, maybe you could buy a small position now and just see if it drops down below $1. See if you can get it under $1, and you can benefit from it. But I'm not sure. I mean, we have to look at the charts, and we are going to look at the charts. And you know what? Now that I said it, why don't we just look at the charts right now for Cardano, and we'll see if Cardano is actually in a good position for us to add. Even though the news has just came out and Cardano has gone up 56% in one day. Okay, but let's take a look at the charts here. Okay, all right, get rid of that. You can see right here that Bitcoin's at $94,150, up $8,000 in one day, up 9.4% today. Okay, and we had that nice solid green candle here Bitcoin up 9.4%, setting the rest of the crypto markets in the green. If you look at the the cryptos that I've been following here, everything's in the green. And you got Cardano up 59%. We're gonna look at Cardano right now, okay? But like, just take a look at this. Is there any other cryptos that I'm watching that are up pretty high as Cardano? I mean, Leia coin is up 39%. And that's pretty much it. That's the only one that can compete against the gains of Cardano here. But let's look at Cardano, the winner for today. One of the best cryptocurrencies to be in today. Cardano up 39 cents today, up 59%, and at $1.05. Cardano actually got a little bit higher than that. It got up to like $1.19 for the highs for today on March 2nd, 2025. Okay, look at that big solid green candle with a nice green candle for the volume as well. Okay, a lot of buying action came into Cardano. Apparently people saw that as the crypto to be in. Only because it's been beaten down. We haven't seen Cardano as high as where it was, where it is today, except for, like, you know, back when Donald Trump got inaugurated about a month ago, January 19th. Okay, we saw Cardano up at like $1.15, $1.16. But Cardano's actually been higher than that. Cardano has seen highs of like $1.32 back in December 3rd of 2024. Okay, so just using the Fibonacci analysis here that I've done on Cardano in previous chart work here, you can see that Cardano recaptured that 0.786 level at $1.12. I'm expecting Cardano to bounce between like $1.12 and 95 cents over the next few days here, as more word and news comes out about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, Crypto Strategic Reserve. A lot of people got caught off guards and caught off sides, especially the short sellers. This is a big, giant short squeeze on Cardano right now. And I do see that if Cardano continues being bullish and we get more good news, more details about the Strategic Reserve, Cardano could recapture that $1.33 level that it was at on December 3rd. And then we still have the 1618 saying that Cardano could be at $1.94 in the future here. And then zooming out a little bit more, we have the 2618 at $2.94. If you're a Cardano investor and you're holding on to Cardano, I would start putting in my sell limit orders in at like $1.94 here, or you just say $2. And then also $2.94, just start selling your Cardano at those levels here as we start climbing up higher on Cardano. There is not really a bearish case on Cardano. If Cardano starts coming down, we'll start seeing maybe some support for Cardano at the 100-day moving average here, this blue line at 93 cents. So if you can find Cardano at 93 cents, go ahead and scoop it up. I say if Cardano gets below $1, you should scoop it up, okay? Also, the 50-day moving average has some support at 85 cents here. And if I turn on the VRVP is saying that Cardano should get some support at 80 cents and also support at like 92, 93 cents, okay? But the point of control is at $1.07. I expect Cardano probably to stay near the point of control at $1.07 going into the rest of this week here. You can see that Cardano is also starting to get a little bit overbought here on the RSI levels at 70. Okay, but it can stay overbought because we've seen it's overbought back in like November and December when RSI levels were at like 70 and 80. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that. You know, as we start getting more overbought, and if Cardano goes up to like $2 later on this week, I would start selling some Cardano and trying to get into something else that, you know, probably is not going to sell off. Okay, but yeah, Cardano is overheated right now, and about to get even more overheated as the rest of this week goes. Okay, I see we have Desmond in the chat. Desmond over here saying render in Sui. I'm taking that is your request. We'll take a look at render in Sui, Desmond. The good news about render in Sui, as you just mentioned in here, is that in the Made in America cryptocurrencies, okay, you'll see that render in Sui, right, are actually in the Made in America category. So those coins could actually be added into the Crypto Strategic Reserve, because look at this, there's render right there That's a made in America coin right there. Okay. Render currently at $4.42, up 15.5% today. And then let's see. I'm pretty sure Sui's in there. I just gotta probably zoom down a little bit more. But yeah, look at the made in America category here. Jeez, I don't know. Did I skip over Sui here? It should have been like near the top here. Cryptocurrencies. Yeah, there we go. There's Sui. Sui is also a made in America coin, and that one's up 13% today. Currently at $3.23. Okay, but I take it that you also want to take a look at those cryptocurrencies on the charts here. So let's go right ahead, and then I'm gonna go into some of the bigger high market cryptocurrencies that Donald Trump mentioned, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'll go ahead and get into your request here, Desmond. Okay. Let's take a look at we'll look at Sui first, okay? All right, Sui. Sui cryptocurrency is currently at $3.23, up 14% today. And Sui got a nice bounce off the 200-day moving average. This red line was very crucial for Sui to defend. And looks like Sui saw that. It got a little bit below it, gave us a good scare the last few days here. But now we got a bullish engulfing green candle here that sent us above to where the white line is here, this 21 EMA at $3.19. We'll see as we get more news here, and the news for later on this week, the day that you guys want to pay attention to is on Friday. Donald Trump is going to have a crypto summit where they're going to talk about stable coins, crypto regulations, and give us more news about the strategic crypto reserve. So pay attention on Friday for that bit of news coming out. Very important day to mark in your calendars. Friday, March 7th, okay? But going back into Sui here, the 21 EMA is going to probably act as resistance for now. So I'm expecting Sui to stay at like $3.20, which is also where a lot of high volume is on the VRVP here. You see there's a lot of red and green over here sticking out. The point of control for Sui is at $3.44. So as Sui starts getting more bullish, I'm expecting $3.44 to be probably the next area that Sui's going to hang out at as we start getting more news about the strategic reserve. And then as we start climbing up higher here, I mean, we got the 50 and the 100 acting as possible resistance area at like 369 and 397. Okay. Once Sui gets above $3.80, you have a big gap here in the VRVP, and then Sui's probably gonna come right up to this high volume node here at like $4.16. Basically 416, 420 seems to be the next stop for Sui as it climbs up higher. And then you know, we'll see if Sui can get up to the highs that it made back here in January, where it got up to like $5.35 here. Okay. So that's the bullish case on Sui. The bearish case, I don't really see too much of a bearish case here, especially with all this bullish news coming out for crypto. This for the month of March, but you know, just be on the lookout. Put your stop loss. If you see Sui get down to, you know, $2.75, I would start to get worried here. You can put your stop loss below these candle wicks here. If Sui for some reason goes below $2.50, you probably want to get out of Sui and see if you can get in at a better price, a lower price. Maybe you can find yourself getting some Sui at like $2 if you could, or even like at $1 here. Okay, that's the bearish case if Sui for some reason loses the bullish momentum that it's just starting. But I think we just put in the low for Sui, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's get into render, and then we'll look at Bitcoin and Ethereum after that. Okay. Let's take a look. You said render. Do I have render? Yeah, I got render right there. All right. Render. I actually bought some render myself yesterday, so I'm up 16% on that position already. According to the numbers here, you know, render is up at $4.42, up 16% today. Up 62 cents in one day. Okay. Render is also below the point of control. I'm expecting Render, if it continues on this bullish momentum, to go right up to the point of control, that blue line right there. Desmond, I hope you're paying attention. You can see Render get back up to $5.25 here, which also happens to be where that 50-day moving average is sitting at, around like $5.31. So 525, 530 should be the short-term target for Render, which could happen later on this week as we continue on with this bullish momentum, this the beginning of this new possible bull rally here for Render. I would expect significant resistance near the 200-day moving average, that red line at $6.11. You'll probably see some people start taking profit at $6 for Render. But once Render can get above the 200-day moving average and use that as support instead of resistance, you got some more volume here at like $7.18 with the VRVP, and then you got even more volume at $8.86. Which could possibly be the other short-term or mid-term target for Render here. So Render could still climb back up. Okay, it's gotten beaten down. All right, let's see if I can see anything else here on the chart here. Yeah, Render is actually, I mean, it was the last few days here, it was below the low that it had on November 4th, right before Donald Trump got elected. You know, you saw Render trading below that. Render was trading at like $4.17 the day that Donald Trump got elected, and we saw $3.30 last Tuesday. So yikes. Okay. I like the fact that on the daily chart here, Render's RSI is in neutral territory at like 49. And right here, the stochastic RSI is showing us going back up. So, you know, we could see more of a bull run on Render as it tries to go back up to $5 and then possibly $6 in the next few weeks here for Render. Okay. Let's get into Bitcoin now. Because whatever Bitcoin decides to do is usually whatever the market's going to end up doing themselves here. Bitcoin, right, currently at $94,340, climbing up as I continue on with this live stream here. Bitcoin, just look at the VRVP. The point of control is sitting at $96,000. I did talk in my live stream on Friday that we need to see Bitcoin do a very violent recovery. We need a V-shaped recovery if we're going to continue being bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. And my God, by God, I mean, that is exactly what we just got. This is a V-shaped recovery. I mean, do I really have to draw it out to you guys here? You know, that being a V, okay? This could send Bitcoin up to the all-time high of like $109,000 in the next few days, few weeks here, okay? Be on the lookout. Bitcoin is about to do some amazing things here now that it recaptured the $90,000 level, and we'll see how it continues on to $96,000. $96,000 probably might be where Bitcoin hangs out for a little bit going into tomorrow and the rest of this week here. But we want to see Bitcoin get above $100,000 and just totally punish all the short sellers and punish all the panic sellers. People who sold their Bitcoin are going to be like, what the hell? Okay, now they're coming out with strategic reserve. A lot of people got caught off guards and caught off sides here. And they're going to end up buying Bitcoin at a higher price than what they sold it at the last few days here. Okay, as we had this panic, drop. Panic selling all the way down to the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin. You see that, what got me excited on Friday, okay, was Bitcoin created this hammer candle here, okay? You see this is like the handle, and then this is the part of the hammer that hits the nail, okay? This is what we call a hammer candle in chart analysis, technical analysis here. It usually signals a price reversal, and it signals that we're going to get a reverse in price here. Now, you know, a hammer candle can still get invalidated. If we kept going down below the hammer candle to lower prices, then it would have got invalidated. But what made it even better and more special for us here on Bitcoin is that we actually had a bullish engulfing green candle here on Saturday, okay? And then, of course, here on Sunday, we're getting another bullish engulfing candle that just wiped out all that selling price action that we had last week. And yeah, I mean, for sure, V-shaped recovery, hammer candle. We're back on, guys. Crypto, we could be bullish on crypto again, okay? And we could definitely be bullish on crypto again if we get to this point of control at $96,000, okay? You'll see like $96,000, $97,000 is where some of the moving averages are at, the 100-day and the 50-day moving average. That might be where we get some people selling and taking some, you know, quick profits. A lot of people, well, the people that bought Bitcoin in the $80,000 area are probably going to sell at $96,000, $97,000 just to take their profits. But then once we get above $97,000, you have some more volume on the VRVP, which says, you know, people might take profit at $101,000. And then you might see some people take some profit at $104,000. So $104,000 and $101,000 Bitcoin is probably going to be the next resistance levels until we find out more news about the strategic reserve, the crypto strategic reserve on Friday. Okay, I'm expecting Bitcoin to just hang out at like $104,000, $105,000. If we get up to higher levels than that, if we get to like Bitcoin at $109,000, just be wary that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to want to start short selling Bitcoin, and they're probably going to take profit because we really don't know what's going to be said on Friday. It could be a nothing burger. You know, people weren't too happy the last time Donald Trump spoke about crypto. Where he did an executive order on crypto, but didn't get really into that much details, and that's when we sold off. Donald Trump got inaugurated on Monday, January 20th here. That's when we got to $109,300. But then, a few days later, I think on Friday, January 24th, he signed an executive order. It didn't really say much, and that was the last high that we made. We were at like $107,000 Bitcoin on Friday, January 24th, and people treated that as a nothing burger, and it sent us down like the next few days here, where Bitcoin went down to like $97,000 the following Monday. Okay, then we got a reversal, but then we created a lower high, and then that was it. Okay. So just be careful once we get up to like $109,000 on Bitcoin. Could be time to start selling some of your more risky cryptocurrency coins, because if Donald Trump doesn't say anything more spectacular or any big news on Friday about the strategic reserve, if they just mention that, oh, we're gonna look into it, people are probably gonna sell off at that point. So just be careful. We might get a nothing burger. We might get a reversal on Friday. Okay, if Bitcoin's at $109,000 and testing all-time highs, and the market doesn't like what he says. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that. But just keep it on forward here. We'll look at Ethereum. Ethereum also had a pretty good day here, up 13.5% today. Ethereum might be able to make you more money than being invested in Bitcoin here, because Ethereum has a lot of room to run here. Just looking at the charts, the VRVP says that Ethereum should get up to like $2,700, where it was trading at all throughout the middle of February here. Then the next resistance level is going to be at the 200-day moving average at $2,900. Okay, but once Ethereum is able to recapture the 200-day moving average, then Ethereum could easily shoot up right up to $3,300, which is where the point of control is at. Okay, and then probably once we get more news about the strategic reserve and the markets like what they hear on Friday, then we could possibly see Ethereum get up to the higher levels here, where we can see $4,000 Ethereum in short order going into the end of March here, going into April. Okay. So those are the price levels to be watching out for Ethereum. Looks like we got the reversal here on Ethereum. You could have got Ethereum for like $2,000, $2,070 on Friday here, but I don't think you're gonna be getting those prices here. But if you want to set your stop loss, you can put your stop loss at like $2,000 Ethereum. You're risking about 20% right now from where we currently are in the prices here. But yeah, you can put your stop loss at like 2100 or $2,000 Ethereum, and then just ride this puppy right back up to the point of control at $3,300. Okay. I think that would be a good level to take some short-term profit, but in the long term, once we get more good news about the strategic reserve and Ethereum, we could see Ethereum get right back up to $4,000 for sure. Okay. Also be on the lookout for news about Ethereum being getting staking rewards on the Ethereum ETFs. That's going to be a positive catalyst for Ethereum. That should also send Ethereum up to higher prices as well. Okay. Yeah, so that's Ethereum. Let's get into XRP, and then we'll look at Solana. Okay. XRP, Ripple at $2.87, and I actually got to pat myself on the back, okay, because I bought some Ripple yesterday on Saturday without even knowing that we're gonna get a Bitcoin strategic reserve, okay, or crypto strategic reserve. I actually bought XRP yesterday at $2.14. I didn't get lucky enough to get it at $2.12, okay, because that's how low it got yesterday. We did see XRP get as low as $1.95. That's actually where I set my stop loss in case I was wrong about Ripple. But the reason why I was excited about Ripple, because it was one of the stronger cryptocurrencies for the high market cryptos. It was even stronger than Bitcoin these past few days and few weeks here. Even though Ripple was going down, it wasn't going down as much as Bitcoin and some of these other cryptos like Solana, okay, and Ethereum. Also, Ripple was above the 200-day moving average, this red line here. So that made me feel better about buying Ripple yesterday. The fact that it's above the 200-day moving average and not below it like Ethereum is, okay. But the thing about Ripple is that, yeah, you know, you could put your stop loss at $1.95, but if Ripple was to be bearish, you know, it looked like it was going to continue on down to the $1.47 level here, $1.50 level, where the 200-day moving average is at, and also we have some sideways trading action at, and then we also had a VRVP high volume node here at like $1.47. So that was going to be my bearish target if for some reason Ripple lost the $1.90 area, but it didn't. Okay, and it got right up to where it needs to be. Ripple is actually the most bullish out of the high market cryptocurrencies right now. Ripple is actually above the 50-day moving average already. We still have like what, an hour and 20 minutes left to close this daily candle, and then I'm expecting Ripple to continue higher. The next level for Ripple that I see it going to is like $3.14 here, where we have a high volume node here on the VRVP. And then, you know, I'm expecting Ripple to then test the highs that it made at $3.40. And I believe Ripple, actually, yeah, I have to look at another chart here besides Coinbase. I'm trying to find out the all-time high here for Ripple. I can see Ripple going up to like easily like $5 before it's all said and done here. But I want to see like the all-time highs that it didn't make. So the all-time highs for Ripple was like about January of 2018 when we saw Ripple as high as $3.55 on Binance Exchange. So yeah, I can see Ripple doing that for sure going into the end of March and April here. Yeah, but $3.55 might be where Ripple gets some a little bit of resistance. Okay, but let's measure the Fibonacci. We'll do a Fibonacci analysis on Ripple to see how high this puppy could possibly go. Okay, so if I measure from $3.40 down to like 50 cents is where it got this pump at back in October of last year. It says the 1618 is saying that we should see Ripple at $5. $5.23 is the 1618 on Ripple here. Okay, And then the 2618 says Ripple could possibly get up to $8.14. Oh my God, is that possible? All right. Let's see. Let's do the math here for Ripple going to $8.14. Let's see. I'm just gonna whip out the calculator here. $8.14 by the price that it's at right now at $2.87. Ripple could possibly 3x from where it is right now. If it gets up to that fib level at the 2618. You got a 2.83 bagger right now on Ripple. Jeez, what would that do to the market cap here for Ripple? Ripple has a market cap of $166 billion. Am I reading that right? Yeah, that's 500 million. 166 billion. All right. So what kind of market cap would it have then? You're looking at Ripple with a market cap of like almost $500 billion, about $470 billion on Ripple. Is that possible? I mean, I think Ethereum has that kind of market cap right now. Let's see what Ethereum's market cap is at. Ethereum has a $300 billion market cap. So Ripple could possibly flip Ethereum and get up to like 400 billion market cap. All right. I mean, game on. I bought some Ripple yesterday, so I'd be very happy if that's the case. But yeah, it looks like Ripple could possibly do it. All right. Let's see. We looked at the Ethereum. We looked at Ripple. Let's get into Solana here on the charts. We'll take a look at Solana. You ever guys heard of like everybody loves Selena? I like to say everybody loves Solana. Everybody loves Solana. Solana was one of the better high market cryptocurrencies with a lot of performance that it had against Bitcoin. It was one of the better performers in 2024. But then we had a very violent last few weeks here with Solana. After Donald Trump got inaugurated in January here, where we saw Solana at 295, we had one bad week. After that, down 4%. Then another bad week, down 50%. Another bad week. And then another bad week, down 6%. Down 10% last week. Okay. And then here we are this week. Solana. Woo! I am liking what I'm seeing with Solana here. You know, Solana at $175, but look at the weekly candle here. Okay, we have a hammer candle, another hammer candle, which indicates a price reversal. Okay. We would like to see going into next week another green candle here, which would confirm this hammer candle and that the price is reversing. Right now on the weekly chart, we need to see Solana above $174, which is where the 50 moving average is on the weekly chart here for Solana, and that's currently where we're sitting at right now. So Solana is getting a little bit of resistance at $174 right now. We saw Solana get up as high as $180 today, but once Solana can solidify that this is now support and not resistance anymore, then we could see Solana come right back up to like $215, $216 here, where we have some volume here on the VRVP, and then after that we got some more volume here on the VRVP here, where we can see Solana get right back up to $230, and then probably retest the previous cycle top of $260, and then we'll see if Solana can get right back to where it was in January here at like $295. Okay, those are some levels to be watching out for. But just looking at this Fibonacci analysis that I did, about a few weeks ago here, we got the 1618 saying that Solana could be a $382 cryptocurrency, and then even further than that, the 2618 saying that Solana could be at $522. Okay, and with Solana getting added to the strategic reserve, okay, and also Solana getting a possible exchange traded fund in ETF. I forgot to mention that Ripple could possibly get an ETF as well. Okay, but Solana, I feel like Solana and Ripple are gonna do some amazing things, and they're one of the better cryptocurrencies to get into because they got a lot of liquidity. a lot of market volume. A lot of people are in Solana and Ripple, and they got a lot of good things coming for them in 2025 here. So Solana looking good, looking real good with that hammer candle. Okay, this hammer candle indicates that sellers try to push the price of Solana down, but they couldn't keep it down. Okay, you got this big long candle wick here on the weekly chart, and you got this small body here, and we'll just see if we can get a V-shaped recovery on Solana here. I'll go right into the daily chart for Solana. You can see that, yeah, there we go with the V-shape, or kind of like a U-shaped recovery here on the daily chart here. You got that green bullish engulfing candle negating all this price action. A lot of short sellers got burned today. A lot of panic sellers are now getting punished for selling at Solana below 150 bucks. And they're just going to have to probably buy Solana at higher prices here because Solana is getting at strategic reserve. And I don't know if we'll ever see Solana get below $140 again. Okay, that might have been it. That might have been the end of the pain for Solana here. Okay, and you got Solana point of control at 190 bucks. Okay, so that's probably where Solana's going to gravitate towards. And then we'll see if Solana can get above that 200-day moving average that's sitting at $184. That's the next resistance level for Solana as we go into the first week of March here. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's see if we can get the amount of likes to match the amount of people in the live stream here. If you guys have any requests, go ahead and put in your requests for your favorite cryptocurrency you want me to talk about here. Let's see who else did very well besides Cardano here. You know, Cardano up 60% and Ripple up 30%. That's pretty amazing for being a high market cryptocurrency. We have Alea coin here. That one's up 40%. And yeah, anything else? Let's see. AI16Z up 21%. Good for them. I think AI16 got a little bit higher than that, but good for them. Let's look at Alea coin. Okay. Alea coin is a meme coin that you can find on the Solana network here. Okay. It's also a AI agent. It's a AI agent with its own Twitter page. You can go on Twitter and interact with Alea coin here. Just giving you guys a synopsis about Alea coin. But Alea coin, wow, you know, up 40% today. Alea coin was in a very steep descending wedge right here, which it then started going sideways here. And then you can see that Alea coin had a double bottom where it got as low as 0.00036. And then also 0.0037, that is a double bottom. And the way these double bottoms usually play out is you measure from the double bottom. Right here, you got one bottom here, another bottom here. You just measure from the double bottom to the top of the, in between the two bottoms. And then you just take that measure move, right? And you just take it to like where the top of the top is between the two bottoms. Kind of creates like this W, right? Okay. But the measure move, if it plays out with a double bottom here, is that you could see Alea coin come right up to about a penny. Okay, that blue number right there could be where Alea coin comes out to next here. So that's a lot of upside for Alea coin. Okay, I know I got the VRVP showing here. Right now, you know, we could see some resistance from this 50-day moving average, that green line there at 0.007, and then also there is some volume there at the 0.007 level. So 0.0007 might be where we get some resistance for Alea coin, at least in the short term here. But as we go up higher, like, you know, I think the measure move says that, you know, probably a lot of people are going to sell at a penny, especially if they bought here below, you know, a half a penny. They basically double their money if it gets to a penny. But Alea coin could possibly get back up to about roughly 0.017 pennies here, okay? Where we have some candle wick highs here at 0.017, 0.019, okay? I don't really see too much of a volume node on the VRVP, but this coin has gone up as high as like almost 2.5 pennies here on Sunday, January 26th. Let me zoom. Yeah, all right, never mind. Actually, this I'm already on the daily chart here. Maybe if I go on the 4-hour chart, it might give us some volume nodes here to look at. I mean, once we get past a penny and a half here on Leia coin, you don't really have that much volume until you get up to like 2 pennies. Okay, so this coin could quadruple in value. I mean, it already had like an 80% drop in price, so yeah, that makes sense that you could basically quadruple in price here. Let's see, in the short term, Leia coin is close to being overbought. Its RSI is at this red number here. This red zigzag line here is at 65.77. So it's getting close to being overbought. We'll see what happens in the next few days. When it does get overbought, I mean, those usually signal the tops. So this coin might already had its move for now. Okay, until it gets up to until it decides to break up above the highs that it made here. We've seen this coin get overbought at like 74 in January 18th. Overbought again at January 22nd here with an RSI of like 77, and then overbought again at like RSI of 75 on January 25th here. This was a coin to be in during Donald Trump's inauguration here. But yeah, I don't know if we can get back up to that levels. We'll see. All right. So I just picked that one out because it had a really good day today, up 40%. I don't know if there's any other cryptocurrencies that has a similar performance here. Let's see. AI16Z I think had a pretty good performance here, up 21%. Yeah. So AI16Z at 43 cents, up 21.89% today. You can see that this point of control is now sitting at like 34 cents. So this coin is now above the point of control at this point. So now you can start being a little bit more bullish on AI16Z. Also with AI16Z, the 200-day moving average, this red line, is currently at 41 cents. So we've finally recaptured that 200-day moving average. But the concern that I have with AI16Z is that we're now starting to get overbought, okay? We might be able to push ourselves a little bit higher, possibly to 48 or 50 cents here on AI16Z, but I'm expecting AI16Z to actually just start creating a bull flag here, okay? Where it might look like something like this, where we just go up a little bit further up to like 50 cents, but then go sideways and downward and sideways and downward until we get the next move up on AI16Z. Yeah, this one, yeah, it had an even better day. I'm sorry, never mind. No. Let me get back into the daily chart here. The daily chart with AI16Z, you can see AI16Z also created like a double bottom here as well, okay? And just measuring that out, you know, with a double bottom, if you guys remember, right? We take one bottom, two bottom. We take the difference between those two bottoms here. We measure from the bottom of those two bottoms to the top in between the two bottoms. That gives us the measure move. You just take it to the top of the take the measure move and put it on top of the top in between the two bottoms, and it gives you the measure move here. Says that AI16Z should possibly get up to like 55 cents, that blue number right there. Okay, so yeah, I'm expecting like 50 cents, 55 cents to be like the next move up on AI16Z until it starts, you know, chilling out and trading sideways there. And then we'll just see what as we continue to get more data here, and as these candles start filling out the chart here, we'll figure out what the next move might be for AI16Z. All right, but yeah, I mean, I do have this Fibonacci analysis here. It says that AI16Z could possibly get up to like 80 cents after that, and then $1.13 okay, as it starts climbing up to higher prices here. MMA Esquire is in the chat. Thank you for coming out, MMA Esquire. Don't forget to hit that like button. Okay. And if you guys are new to the channel and you're enjoying my technical analysis and the news that I brought to you here today, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can stay on top of the cryptocurrency news here. And also get a chance to look at the charts and look at my technical analysis here on the Meet Damien channel. Okay. Let's see. I kind of want to show you guys. I've been a little bit more active on Twitter here. Maybe I'll show you the my Twitter. X account. Meet Damien. There I am on Twitter. You guys can say hi to me on Twitter and find out when I go live. I usually put my live streams up, at least the links to them for the YouTube live streams. I post them up on here so you know when I go live. Here's a little bit of good news here. I posted this up earlier today that $300 billion just went into the crypto market today because of Trump, with Bitcoin, Solana, Cardano, Ethereum, and Ripple being added to the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. It's a little bit of news that I shared. Okay, I did a little YouTube short, and I also posted on my TikTok. I have a Meet Damien TikTok channel as well. I posted up about Cardano here. You know, I did a little short, 2-minute video on it. And yep, I did a little video about the strategic reserve that came out. So you guys can go on Twitter and stay up to date. If you're on Twitter, if you have a Twitter account, go ahead and start following me on there. Yep. Yep, my portfolio is up 25% because of Donald Trump. Thank you, Donald Trump. Okay, I know some people have some words to say about Donald Trump, but I only have thanks and appreciation for the guy for helping out crypto today. And then, I've done some other videos here about like XLM. And if I see something funny, I'll repost it. This was people talking about $108,000 Bitcoin. I don't need a job. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. And then, of course, when Bitcoin goes to $78,000, they're over here trying to get a second job at McDonald's, if anything here. Okay, but yeah, you can find me on Twitter where I post up my YouTube live streams. You'll know when I go live next here. Just some more funny stuff here. Some more good stuff here. Back into the charts. Let's see what else did pretty well today. Dogecoin. Dogecoin might be worth looking into because Dogecoin is a made in America coin, and it might actually get added into the Bitcoin strategic crypto strategic reserve here. Dogecoin is currently at 23 cents and up 14.8%. And Dogecoin did get below the 200-day moving average here, this red line. We need to see it recapture that 200-day moving average at 24 cents, which we're kind of at right now, okay? But I'm expecting Dogecoin probably to go sideways a little bit until we find out if it is going to get added into the strategic reserve. 24 cents also happens to be where this Feb level is at the 0.382 level, showing that there should be some resistance at 24 cents. Also, 27 cents is also going to probably be another resistance level, and 31 cents. And you can see that the VRVP is also saying that, 31 cents is going to be a resistance level for Dogecoin as it climbs up higher. But I mean, look at this, guys. Actually, the point of control where a lot of people bought Dogecoin at over the last few weeks here. We have a high volume node here at like 39 cents. A lot of people bought Dogecoin at like 39, 40 cents here. So those who did not sell their Dogecoin, they will sell their Dogecoin and just break even at 40 cents here. Where you can see like Dogecoin went sideways for the most part at 40 cents. So, You know, right now you could possibly double your money on your way to 40 cents, but anybody that bought at 40 cents, they're just going to be breaking even. So I'm expecting Dogecoin basically to climb up to 40 cents. And then that might be it for Dogecoin in the near term future here. That's going to be a lot of resistance for it to get past. But if Dogecoin can get past 40 cents on the VRVP and the resistance level, the 1618 is saying that we could see Dogecoin go up to like 63, 64 cents here. And then you have the 2618 saying, oh my God, could we get 96 cents or maybe even $1 on Dogecoin? I mean, you would basically 4x your money from there if it does do that. Has Dogecoin, I mean, this is data. I think Dogecoin got up to like 70 cents back in like 2021. Let's see. Let me type in Dogecoin on another cryptocurrency exchange that's been around for a while. Probably has more data. Binance Exchange. Binance Exchange says that Dogecoin did get as high as 70 cents, 74 cents. Okay, so you can still probably 3x your investment with Dogecoin if it does get up to that level. But for now, I would expect the short-term bull target for Dogecoin to be 40 cents. And then even like 30 cents, 31 cents, okay, on Dogecoin. Let's take a look at a cryptocurrency that most people kind of tend to forget about. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash at $334 right now, up 7.5%. This would be another made in America coin, because it was made in America. We don't know where Bitcoin was made, but Bitcoin Cash was made in America if you look at the history of it. And Bitcoin Cash below the 200-day moving average. That 200-day moving average, the red line, is going to act as resistance at $394. You also got the point of control, which would probably add more resistance at like $439. But this coin has a lot of room to run once it gets past pretty much where it's at right now. I mean, if we get above $340 on Bitcoin Cash, you got like a high volume node kind of at like 375. But then you got I mean, this could be like considered one big gap. This thing could easily go up to like $400 in no time in the next couple of weeks here. Especially if we find out that it is going to get added to the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. Yeah, for sure. This thing could get up to like $400 in no time. And then, of course, you get the resistance. Resistance levels should be about 440 bucks on Bitcoin Cash. And then we'll have to see if Bitcoin Cash can recapture the levels that it was at back in December when we saw Bitcoin Cash at like $535 and then $620. This could be a 2x in the making right here. And I could just envision this being like a inverse head and shoulder pattern where, you know, Dogecoin can shoot up. I'm sorry, not Dogecoin, but Bitcoin Cash can shoot up real quick here. Get up to like the $400 level. Kind of trade sideways for a little bit before it shoots up even get higher and going up to like $500. And then this would be basically like an inverted head and shoulder pattern here. Okay. This would be like the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, which would then shoot you up to higher prices here. Inverted head and shoulder. I mean, if you just visualize that, it's like, you know, think of like a guy who's standing upside down and you got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder right there. And the way these inverted head and shoulder patterns play out, if this is going to be the case here on Bitcoin Cash, you just measure from the top of the head to where the shoulders are. You take that measure move for the inverse head and shoulder pattern. You put it to like where we could possibly break out at like $440. And oh, I just dragged that up too much. But you look at, hey, come on. You're looking at Bitcoin Cash getting up to like $605 if the inverse head and shoulder pattern plays out. I'm giving you hypothetical targets, but I'm trying to show you guys here that $600 is a possibility here on Bitcoin Cash. All right. Alrighty. I mean, I think we covered a lot of cryptocurrencies here. Be on the lookout for my next live stream. I'll be going live again probably tomorrow around the same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we'll see what happens going into tomorrow as Wall Street finds out this news about the crypto strategic reserve, and they can actually start buying on the Bitcoin ETFs here. Right now, Bitcoin at $94,500. I'm expecting Bitcoin to get up to like $96,000, $97,000 in short order here, going into tomorrow and the middle of the week. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing $100,000 and $105,000 Bitcoin going into Thursday later on this week and Friday. And this could also be the beginning of the inverse head and shoulder pattern. Let me just draw that one out real quick here. If this is the head of the inverse head and shoulder pattern on Bitcoin, okay, and we take it to where we could possibly break out at after $96,000, $97,000, you're looking at Bitcoin getting up to like 113 grand in the near future, probably later on this month, if this inverse head and shoulder pattern plays out on Bitcoin. Wow. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, just be happy, guys, that Bitcoin is back at $94,000. This is what I wanted to see for the V-shaped recovery. I did not think that Donald Trump was going to be the catalyst that would get us up there, but thank you, Donald Trump. I'll say it one more time. And I look forward to seeing what they have to say on Friday for the Crypto Strategic Reserve and the Crypto Summit, stablecoin regulations, all that good stuff. Stay tuned to my channel and be on the lookout for my next live stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. East Coast time here, guys. And I think it's time for me to cue up the music, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.